Justin Trudeau must be feeling pretty proud of himself because there are no more tariffs on steel and aluminum. I hate to tell you though, it was not because of you, but in spite of you that those tariffs were dropped. You provided the United States with the worst negotiator possible in the shape of Chrystia Freeland. Even Donald Trump, during the original MCUS, whatever the new acronym is for the NAFTA agreement, didn't want to deal with her and said that they didn't like our negotiator. That was a year ago. So I guess now everybody's come around to talking, and Trudeau so desperately needs a win that he's ready to back down on his anti-Trump stance, even though I find it quite amusing that he still says, well, we stood up to the U.S. and we didn't back down, and on with his blather. So let's keep in mind that this, although a good thing for Canada, it's got nothing to do with an accomplishment or any sort of a win for Trudeau, but rather is a prime example of why we don't want to keep this idiot in the commander's seat up in Ottawa. It's a little blip of good fortune for him, but when you weigh it on the scales with the gaffes on the other side, it's way out of whack, and I predict that it'll continue to show a huge inequilibrium when it comes to what Trudeau does that's good for this country and what he does that's an absolute mess. And the latest thing that we're dealing with right now is Duterte over in the Philippines saying, well, Canada, you missed your May 15th deadline to take your trash back. I'm pulling out my ambassador. I'm shutting down all the consulates. And there goes another country that doesn't want anything to do with poor little us. So folks, get your pens out and ready to mark that ballot in October, and let's see the back end of this worst, most horrible prime minister that this country has ever had.